All right, here we are. We're in downtown Gloucester, part of our education series talking about solar in particular. My name's Joey Shimataro, but I'm here with who?
Malcolm Henderson.
Yhanna Coffin.
And Yhanna's a local artist. I just found out she has a studio here. Do you have any of your work online?
Oh yes, I have a website.
Oh, what is it so people can find it?
YhannaCoffin.com.
All right.
No spaces.
No spaces. Well, I'll link to that so people can check it out.
Okay.
Check out your work. Thank you.
Thank you.
Tim Sanborn is here. My buddy Tim, who's been saving me money, putting money in my pockets.
Yes, indeed.
Yes.
Not only does it save you money, it's paying you money.
It's paying me money. I love that. And you guys, how long have you had your solar installed from Tim and Cazalt Solar?
I don't know, a couple of years.
We're coming up on 3 years, aren't we?
It went in
Yeah.
September, so I think last September was 1 year. So
Well, Tim says 3. He probably is.
This September might be the 3rd year.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Coming up.
Yeah.
And
And have you been getting your bills and how is that going for you?
I get a bill that has 0 on it for the house, and we have a space out in back where we see clients, and that's a 0 every month. Downstairs in the basement is a separate meter, and so we do get a bill on that, but it saved us tons. Plus, we get a check every 4 months,
Every quarter, yes.
every quarter, every 3 months,
Yeah.
for like somewhere between $300 and $500. It's just so.
You know, so when you tell people, because I tell people all the time, I'm like,
Yeah.
this is like the biggest no-brainer thing that I've ever invested in or done, and people, for some reason or another, the momentum has definitely picked up. You see it more and more,
Yes.
but like how do you explain it to people? Because I'm like exhausted trying to explain, shouting for the rooftops. How do you explain it to people? Like how?
Actually, I don't try to sell them on solar. What I do is brag about Cazalt, because the service and the way they have treated us, and the men who come here to work, and the quality of the work, it's fantastic. And if there is a problem, they actually come right out and deal with it with me. They don't just put me on hold for a month.
Yeah.
And
You're not
it's
talking with you're not just some random number. These are local people. Tim grew up in the community, and like you're talking to you can talk to the owner, the staff, the people that work under him.
When I was applying, I couldn't figure out how to make the application. I don't remember what it was. I just couldn't do it, and Malcolm was off. So I called Cazalt, and Kathy actually left the office and came down and walked me through it. I was just like, I don't know anybody who does that.
Right.
I don't know any company I work with that is so responsive to me
Yeah. No,
and my concerns, and what I would tell you, and the people that come out they do little extra things, it's.
So the solar plan. So they have a service plan.
Yeah, we have a,
How does that work?
what we do is after the installation, all the parts are warranted. The unfortunate part of the warranty is the manufacturers don't cover some of the labor cost. There are some other effects of having a downline service agreement. We come out and we inspect. If there's an issue, they're on emergency service. We come immediately out, as we heard Yhanna speak so elegantly about it. So our response is fast. There is some other discounting on products. What we're finding now is squirrels and wildlife are liking the homes that solar gives them, and we've been able to go out and do inspections, make sure that there's no wildlife housing underneath the solar panels. So there's a lot of accessorial things that we provide to the client beyond just covering the labor cost of any warranty equipment. And it's just it's a very small investment for the homeowner. Another key point on the service is there's many. We're coming up on our 300th solar install. We're actually doing it today.
Oh wow.
More news at 11 on that one. We'll have some celebration on that one. But there's many that we haven't done. And this lady in Rockport called us, and she got her electric bill the second month in a row and noticed that she's paying a little bit more than she was in the past with her solar investment. We did not do the install, so we went down and we took a look at it. We found out that 2 of her solar panels haven't been working for months. So she quickly signed on as a service customer with us, and that savings, that loss of income,
But she didn't know about it.
she
Or
didn't even know about it.
Right.
And we're going to talk a little bit more about that in one of the educational series. But she didn't know that she was losing that. She found out when she started to study her electric bill. And 2 of the 20 panels weren't working, and there's no alarms. The alarm system is set at a very low threshold. So she only noticed it because the bill was going up. Once we acquired monitoring, we were able to do a deep dive on the system and determine that 2 of the panels weren't working. Quickly resolved the issue, got her back online so she had full savings and full income because she was losing the income
Right, yeah.
from the SREC program. So there's so many downline advantages, as you heard Yhanna talk about, with an extended service plan, and it's not a lot of money.
So what was the case? Has she had them come out to work
I
on
think a couple things. One is the monitoring. If there's a disruption, and we're in Cape Ann, everybody knows our cell service and our internet service is not the best. And it's not the best in a lot of places, unfortunately, in Massachusetts. So what we do is we look at it, and if there's a disruption in the monitoring, and it could have a downline effect with reporting your SREC income, we come out and reset that, or we work through the customer. And a lot of folks have challenges resetting it, so we just come out and reset the system.
Yeah.
And then I think we had one optimizer. Didn't we have an optimizer, I think, that went out here? And that's microinverter, I'm sorry, that went out, and that was on one of the back of the panels. And we come out, customer a lot of times don't know we're even doing it.
Yeah.
We'll just take off the panel, pop in a new microinverter, and then put that system back online.
And
I'm not aware of that, so if you did it, I'm not aware.
Well, yeah, probably we're not
I
even
have
aware
no
of it.
idea.
see that?
We just know it's working really well.
One of the big snowstorms, I noticed that, when I go online, whatever that website is, or that,
Solar Edge, maybe.
No, they have Enphase. Enlightened Enphase, yep.
yeah. And said 2 of the panels weren't working, and so I could call up and I forget who I talked to, somebody I know, any rate, and they said, well, with that snowstorm, we're pretty sure that's why those 2 panels are out. But they're not going by tomorrow. We'll be up and fix it.
Just like that, huh?
And by
Well, they really track us.
Yeah, right. No, I know. I'm aware. It's amazing. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you have total security knowing that your investment is protected.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's the key thing, that folks are spending a good portion of money on the front side. You get it back very quickly, as we know, but they're making an investment. We want to make sure that we're protecting that investment and that you're maximizing your productivity of your solar system, especially on robust days like today.
Yes.
Yeah. Isn't it cool to look at that website though and see how much energy it's producing? It's a good feeling.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It is.
Well, thank you guys so much. I appreciate you letting us into your homes.
I'm
and
so glad you came.
yeah, and before I leave, I want to make sure I write down to get your name right, so people can check out your artwork.
Thank you very much.
Wonderful.
Thank you guys. Have a great day.
Okay.